Alright folks, hello and welcome back to Downstage Gaming. I'm your host Josh, and this is part 19 of our Let's Play of Return of the Obra Dinn. And we are getting close here, folks. If you didn't join me last time we got very close to finishing just about every single person in our book here. We've got the only bits that are left that we have not firmly concluded is the bits that are in the disappearances from the Doom, and our one person from Chapter 5 who gets shot mysteriously. Let's see. Where is he at? Is he in this one, or is it Chapter 6? I can never remember. Nope, it's Chapter 6. Where are you hiding, my friend? And there he is. Yep, this guy. So, what I want to establish first, the first thing I want to accomplish here is we have him as the ship steward. I want to make sure that that is right before I start messing around with what I believe his fate is. So I'm going to try to get the couple of people I don't have named yet named, which means this guy, and is that it? Is that really it? Who do we not have? Well, actually, wait, this would be easier if I stay back here. If I go to him, if I say, who are you? We need to get the bosun's mate, Charlie Minor. And we need to get a seaman, Alexander Booth. That's assuming that we have ship steward correct. But every single other person I'm very confident in at this point. Alright, so let's do this then. Let's start with you. My guess is you're the seaman, you're the bosun's mate, and then I'm right about him being the ship steward. But let's make sure of that, shall we? So, let's go ahead and bookmark you. Okay, so you are in a couple parts of the Doom. You're in some Soldiers at Sea business. You're in some Unholy Captives for most of that. You are in Part 1 of Bitter Cold. And you're also in Loose Cargo 1 and 2. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, almost every single person that is a part of this is a seaman. So already we're leaning very heavily seaman. He's in Bitter Cold Part 1. What would be the next best bit to look? Because he's probably one of the people in the cot. I mean, really, if we're going off of if it's just between these two, and if it's just between bosun's mate, if the other guy isn't in a Bitter Cold Part 1, then I think it pretty much has to be the way we think it is. Because yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's remove you for a second. Because the only thing I think might be wrong is that this guy might be ship steward and that guy might be bosun's mate. But I think I can feel pretty confident that this guy is our only other seaman, based on what we have here. So it's you I'm most curious about here. Because I think you could be either. But the main thing I want to see is if he is hanging out with the bosun. So let's see, where do you start here, my friend? Probably pretty towards the beginning, because you're in a lot. Okay, you're in murder, you're in Loose Cargo. Where is his picture? Right, he's in the one below here. Yeah, I forgot these guys are all here too. Yeah, so these are all seamen, and then we have this guy. He definitely he's higher up in some way. I think I've always gotten that impression of him. Okay, so you're in Loose Cargo Part 1 and Part 2. I don't think that's going to tell me too terribly much. The next part is you are in the execution and murder. So let's take a look at that. No, we don't need to take a look at that, because the only thing I would get from that is where he is in the picture. And he's just sort of keeping them from doing anything. From interfering. We know that this is where he's in the picture. We know that he's not necessarily right by the bosun. Our ship steward guy is not here during this bit. Which I don't know if that really means much of anything. Alright, so let's keep going then. The next bits that he will be in here is Part 1 of Unholy Captives. Okay, so let's take a look at this. That is... Gosh, I don't know. Is that you? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, right, because it's the 2 that get shot, or spiked, or whatever. That makes sense. Okay. So, where is he right now?
What is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是什么？未来全部供出来，恭喜您嗨了！你哋係你一個電過後，想得本事啊！你頭嘅老師
Shell? What shell?
So he's a big strong boy helping to heave this up. Wonder if he's the one yelling heave. Where is yeah, you're the bosun. This is, I mean, they're pretty close proximity here. I wonder if actually he's the one yelling heave and that's the order to him. So this is making me lean bosun's mate more so. But I don't know if that's... I can't feel great about it yet. Let's try to get at least one more small connection between them. So next would be part 2. And that is right there on the second deck here. Yeah, if I could get, like, one more decent connection between these two, like, being close to each other, then I'd feel pretty good about saying he's bosun's mate. Okay, so we got these guys all doing the carrying.
Give him tea and I can fries a solid meal, boys.
A solid meal.
Take it slow.
Where's he hiding? Is he up there?
Let's have a look. No, get back.
I can't remember if I can even get up there in this one. Oh, you can. Okay. Yes. Okay. This could potentially be pretty telling. That's our bosun, right? And then he's right here. Yeah. Yeah. He's got to be bosun's mate then, right? I think that's just got to be it. All right. Well, let's put you down then as Charlie Minor. Which actually, real quick, this guy, his final memory. Is he the one who talks about Charlie? Where's my French? God! Well, this makes sense too now that we know this. Okay. Whereas my Frenchman and Charlie Minor is the only French person on the show. Yep. Okay. Well, at least we finally solved the Charlie French mystery. All right. Well, that would have been an easier way to do this, but hey, we got it either way. So then, what that means for us is this: we can be pretty dang confident at this point that the person who we think is the ship steward is indeed the ship steward. So, where that leaves us is, well, first let's unbookmark him. Let's see if we go to you. Go ahead and remove that bookmark. All right. So where that leaves us is we could try to go figure out who his killer is now, but I'm guessing it's going to involve a bit of guesswork based on what we've had to do up to this point. We know it's not Nathan Peters. I mean, we can literally just go through the people that are here in the scene, right? During his death. But we'll need at least 2 more to confirm it before we can do that. I could use, because I have waiting in the wings here, 2 more people that I know are people who are alive in Africa. That I have written as alive in Azorius just as a temporary thing here. I know that their real thing is that they're alive in Africa. I could use both of them on this one. I would like to try to just save one. Which means that we should try to figure out somebody's fate from here. So let's get started on that work right now. Let's start with Omid Ghoul here. And I think that the best way that this is going to work then is let's take a look at where their last memory is. So for Omid Ghoul here, that's part 6 of the Doom, which is right up top here. This is the explosion bit of our circle tattoo guy. It's a shame that I haven't actually learned their names at this point. I believe that's you? Part 6 of the Doom? Correct? Yes. Okay. So, where is Omid Ghoul during this scene? Because my guess is that a lot of these people are finding themselves no longer on this ship in any way. Oh, this isn't even Circle Tattoo guy. This is somebody else that gets blown up. What's your name? Peter. Sorry, Peter. Omid, if you can hear my voice, shout. You're carrying a lot of guns there, my friend. Okay, one down there if we need to, but let's take a look elsewhere first. Oh, is that you, Omid? Somebody's... Yep, that's Omid, ain't it? So... okay, so he's definitely gonna be off the ship at this point. Is that drowning? I mean, that's my initial thought is that he would be drowning, right? Let's take a quick look at part 7 just to see if there's anything else we can see over on this side of the ship at this point. Drowning would be my guess, though. Alright, so, let's get out of here. And then head to actual Circle Tattoo guy being torn apart. This is a pleasant game. Alright, so you are back here. Part 7 of the Doom? Okay. Alright. Huh. Yeah, I mean, you're not really gonna be able to see him, huh? Look at this amazing throw, and I, based on where that is, I'm not sure he's gonna make it in time. But good on you, Bosun? Yeah, Bosun. All right, yeah, I think it's probably drowned because the monster isn't over on this side, so he probably isn't actually attacked. I think he just gets lost at sea, basically. So let's, I guess, say that you drowned, right? Let's make sure there isn't a better answer here. I don't think he's eaten. Fell overboard. Okay. That's true. That's true. Okay. I feel pretty good about that. Okay. So, now we can play a little game. Let's put down Miss Jane Bird here as being alive in Africa. And then let's head back to old chapter. Well, actually, first, I'm not gonna need you anymore. Sorry, Omid. Your time in the spotlight has ended almost as quickly as it began. Okay, you. All right. So, possibilities of who could have shot him. I guess let's just go through it, right? Is the captain really here during this scene? Whatever. Let's just go through it. Because eventually one of these has got to be right, right? So let's try Duncan here. Duncan McKay. No. Okay. Somebody else that is in this scene is Henry Evans. I sincerely doubt that it's the surgeon, but we can take a look. Henry Evans. No. Okay. Let's try Peter Milroy, Mr. Explodey friend. Midshipman. Peter Milroy. No. Okay. Then let us try Thomas Lanky, our other midshipman friend here. Thomas Lanky. Nope. Makes sense. Again, I don't think it's anybody with the little scarf from what I remember correctly. I don't think it's Alfred, but let's try Alfred, Mr. Bosun. 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 No. Okay. Let's come down here, because I think he was one of the people that I think it might have been. Let's try Charles Minor. Although I don't think so, because I think I would have recognized his weird shirt. Charles Minor. Oh, okay, it was Charles. Alright, good. I'm very glad that we got that. And that just leaves us with the couple of people in the disappearances section. Those are the only people that are left. And we have one escape to Africa left as a safety if I need it, as a way to guess something. So this is good. This is good. I'm feeling very good about this. All right. So let us leave here. And let's just jump right into the next person that disappears here. I mean, now that we got the names, all it is the fates, and if it's gonna be like Omid Ghoul, hopefully it won't be too hard. Alright, so next we should figure out what happens to Mr. Peters here, the brother. So, let's bookmark you. And when is your last memory? Your last memory is part 7 here. Okay, so let's wait. I guess we could have just stayed right where we were, huh? Probably should have checked that before I left, but it's fine. Okay, so Peter. Where are you? Looking for somebody who's not doing well, too. Which, oh. There's some people not doing well over there. Oh, the people in the boat. Huh. Oh, that is interesting. That is very interesting. So there are 3 people right here who are all getting their boat overturned. Gotta be 3 people from our disappeared section. The question is, who are the 3? So, let us head out of here. I guess I'm pretty sure that's gotta include him. In fact, we could almost figure that out just by looking at whose last memory is this one. But let's see if we can't actually see them before we try doing that kind of guessing game. So we're gonna head back to part 6 then, which is right over here, if I remember correctly. Yes. Okay. So we're trying to look for that boat. Don't know that I'm going to be able to see it from here, though, is the unfortunate thing. Doesn't really look like it. Okay. Climb on this? No. Get up this way? Yeah, just not really seeing much of anything there, huh? Nah, okay. Alright, so it looks like we won't see anything here for part 6. So let's try to head back to part 5 then. Keep going until we see who exactly... I mean, I'm wondering if it's the people who are trying to escape in part 1. And there's just a very short amount of time in between this stuff. Possible. Alright, so this is the bit where this stuff is going on the second deck. I don't think I can actually get up here during this part. But I suppose let's take a look. So this is... you? Right, so this is when they're trying to shoot the thing. Can I get up? Will you let me up? Oh, it's looking like no. Why did you two have to be angled so perfectly as to make me unable to get up these stairs? It was like it was designed that way. Alright, and there's no way I'm getting up the other way, right? Yeah, okay. So, I mean, unless you could see something through the windows. I hadn't thought about that. That'd be kind of crazy. I remember looking through most of these before, though, when I was trying to figure out who was the other person who ultimately got shot by the cannon. And those aren't open. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I don't think I'm gonna get much here, then. That's unfortunate. But now I'm almost curious if I could come down here during part 6 and see out the windows. Where's the... Where's my exit? How do I get out of here? It's over there. If I go back to part 6... If I can come down here and look out the windows, and maybe that would give me view of the ship and what's going on there. It's worth a quick try, if nothing else. So part 6 is you. Can I get past you and your guns? No, I cannot. Okay, so that does not help me, unfortunately. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm thinking... It might just be the people who leave at part 1. I mean, we can also just say for the moment, like... I'm pretty confident that he's one of the people. So for now, let's say... I mean, does that really make sense for him? He who's tossed up in the air? Is there a part after 7? Yes, part 8. I should look at that real quick and see if there's anything there that gives me any idea of what happened to the people that were in the boat. So that is all the way over there. It's been a while since we've been back over in this area. Alright, so in here, Abigail. Regale me with your Abigail tales. Okay. Waves coming in strong. Yeah, so you don't... I mean, I think Eaton is a possibility, but I don't think we have necessarily evidence of that. Do we know what happens to you? Oh, you're one of the people that we don't. Okay, so... Oh, I think we can say you get eaten. I think that's probably fair. Let's see. Eaten... What's the... Yep, eaten. By a beast. I think that's probably fair, right? So then, if we're saying that for him... Who was the person that we were even looking at? Was it Nathan Peters? Yeah, okay. Which I said fell over to his death. I think that that's... I think that that's fair for the moment, at least. Because we don't have good evidence that he's necessarily grabbed by the monster, just that he's flung up. So let's leave it at that for now. And then let's try to get one more here. What happens to you? You're definitely one of the people that's on the boat. So, is your last memory... Well, that doesn't tell me that. I need to bookmark you first. Is the last bit that you're in also that same part 7? Yes. So I think you share his fate. Because, yeah, you're definitely on that boat at part 1 there. So we'll also say that you are... What is it? Thrown overboard? How do I say it? Fell overboard? Is that... Okay, yes. Good. Didn't even need to use one of my Africas. It's a weird thing I just said, but alright. Okay. 3 more down. Booyah. Alright. 6 more to go, I think, then. And we already have 1, knowing that they're alive in Africa. Alright, let's keep this train rolling. Duncan McKay, Mr. Purser. What's your business here? Does that automatically unbookmark you? Yeah, okay. Alright, so you are also in the boat. Probably, then. So, you are also thrown overboard. Okay. Wei Li, I just saw you pretty recently. What is it that happened to you? Your last memory is part 8 here. Am I still on part 8? Yes. So that's you. Where's old Wei Li here? It's interesting that you're here, Bosun's mate. Yeah, because that means... Could probably say Eaton for you too, because I think you're going to be stuck here. Because there's no bit after this. So this is the last time we see you. Same for Bosun, really. So... Does Bosun make it out of here? Apparently. Yeah. Oh, he's torn apart by the beast, I see. Okay, and then what does it say here? Your mate was torn apart. So, okay. Fair enough, then let's say for him that he is torn apart. By a beast. Nope. What? No. I'm surprised they're doing it twos now. I guess just because we're getting down to it. Okay, well, I'll take it. 2 more. Nailing it. Just about there. Okay, let's get back to finding out what happens to Wei Li then, and then that's it. Because our other person is alive in Africa. Let's just mark that down right now. Let's see. Emily Jackson is alive in Africa. Oh, we're doing this. We are doing this. Is that you, Wei Li? That's you. Alright, well. I'm sorry to say it, but... I think you done got eaten, too. We'll see if it takes that. Devoured by beast? Nailed it. Fantastic. All currently sellable fates are correct. Folks, we have done it. We've done what we're capable of doing right now. Nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Everything's finished. Okay. Well then. Let me go ahead and leave this little memory then, I guess. And then we've made relatively perfect timing here, I suppose. So folks, with that, we have established every single identity that we can currently establish. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn, according to our friend here. Which means, next time, we are going to leave on the ferry. And then we'll see what happens. Presumably we will find out some information about the bargain. Let's go ahead and unbookmark our friend here. Just to have everything nice and clean. So join me next time as we presumably find out that last bit of information. I don't know if that's something we still continue to... I assume we must, probably. Still decide those fates and what happened. And also get a clearer idea on how exactly all of this happened. How exactly this curse stuff went down and how the captain tried to stop it, I think, but did a poor job of it. I don't know. We're going to find out. So then, folks, until next time when we maybe finish this thing off, this has been Downstage Gaming. I've been your host, Josh, and I'll catch you all next time.